Swear to God.
Listen, I've got everything else all set
Where,
up.
where the fuck did it go?
I fixed the
We'll
things that
start
could
after
have
you
caused
find
it.
it.
No, you can keep going. I'm just like trying to find the specific image and I can't. Oh, I know where it is.
I have a question before we start. Does anybody remember what was the end of the last session we actually did and completed?
We decided to go deliver the letter to Cheshire.
Yeah.
We just
Yes.
we just got and poor Emrys got summoned by the king.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. I remember now. Yeah, I was just like, hey, we're gonna leave this on a good note, and then I fucking sent y'all to EVDB.
You said, let's leave this on a good note, and then worried everybody.
It became ominous. And it became a little ominous, and I apologize for that.
Everyone should look at the EVDB channel.
What if I just rename it EVDB?
Professor Levy's EVDB.
It's one of my favorite images I've ever edited.
I feel like you gave that to Tala, and Tala's going to absolutely abuse that now.
Oh, please do. Please do.
You have given me a gift.
I'm so happy. And yes, that is my little D&D character edited onto the latent sprite.
Well, Cayde's not involved in this first hour, so it's fine for him to be away for a bit. So, should we start? Was everybody ready?
I'm ready.
Yes.
I can probably mute.
Yep. Ready.
All right. So, where we last left off, you had decided to go on a delivery mission for Emrys. Specifically to deliver something to someone named Cheshire Cat, who you figured out may or may not reside in the grid. And one of the places that you had found out that access to the grid was available was in Port Royal, which happens to be the closest world that is to the Islands of Mystery. And because of the fact that Arthur and Alexios had taken the ship, or did you guys take the ship?
We took the ship.
We took Emrys's ship. Emrys gave us the keys to his ship.
To his specific ship. That was a choice, Emrys.
And everybody looked at Helia and went, "You're in charge of this."
Well, she is the most reliable artificer in the group.
I think she's the artificer in the group.
TB is an artificer, but Helia's reliable.
Hey, look. You don't gotta fucking differentiate who's Luffy and who's Zoro over here, motherfucker.
No. You do percussive maintenance, and that's not what we need on Emrys's ship right now. But regardless, the group of you, save the two that possibly might keep your brain cells intact half the time, went off to do their own mission, specifically given a missive by King Pendraco. And you all, without much issue, end up in Port Royal. And you arrive in much the same manner as someone saying, it was weird as hell. They weren't there one moment, and then they were. That's how suddenly you arrive, compared to how most people pay attention to the docks. And you kind of head off in that manner of, you've never been here before, so you're trying to blend in a bit too hard, for most of you at least. I don't know who's more casual in their thoroughfare travel, but I have a feeling most of you being students and having not left the general domain of things, you tend to over-exaggerate even if just slightly.
Unless you're a history buff.
Correct. In which case, you are free to move, and there's a general... I'm not putting a bunch of tokens that are for nothing on the screen, but it is very busy today. It is busy in the sense that if you knew anything about Port Royal, there's probably a trade ship or two having come in. So people are active and busy and lively. And they pay you very little mind at the moment.
We should probably start heading to the grid then. But where is it?
Should we... It's stupid to ask around, yeah?
Well, we might not have another choice.
I mean, it entirely depends on whether or not someone here actually knows what we're looking for.
Tsubasa just shrugs.
That is a fair point.
You can certainly try and ask around, or just walk. See?
Got a question.
Mm-hmm.
Is this tower right here just like blatantly visible to us, or is it being like obscured by the ship and its mast?
It is only lightly hidden. It is basically a watchtower / lighthouse.
Should we get a higher view?
Absolutely.
Do we even know? I don't think we know what we're looking for, though. What it
I believe
looks
it
like.
was I think, I don't know if I said this out of character or in character, but you're basically looking for that fucking...
The glitch.
recoded bullshit. Yeah. You just don't know exactly where it is. I'd say you know at least that much from Emrys' stuff.
So we're looking for something out of place. It'd be a good scan the land at least, to make sure we're not totally lost.
Oh, I mean, yeah, that's true.
The fucking bug blocks?
The what?
No.
Yeah, the game that has the bug blocks.
Mickey, it's Riku!
No.
Oh.
Don't get Cayde started.
Okay.
Is anybody looking at... Was the
But
bug
you're
box
looking for the weird glitchy portals, yeah, functionally.
I was about to ask, were the bug blocks, like, said out loud?
No.
Vernal's character isn't here.
Oh, God. Jesus, I should not have walked away from my computer.
No, you shouldn't have. Stop doing that.
Water!
You should have gotten it before!
Yes, there is water. We're on, like, a seafaring world.
Terrible. Terrible.
But yeah, no,
I'm proud
Tsubasa's
of you,
going
but at
to
the same
start...
time-
Tsubasa's going to start wandering a little bit, saying if he can spot anything from the ground level.
Ren, you should check your DM.
Helia is following Sue.
I mean, I guess.
Razz.
If you want to. Oh god, it's Port Royal, you're right.
Wait, what? Why is now an important thing?
No, nothing,
it,
never
Razz.
mind. It's not like you met someone, a certain someone in Port Royal somewhere else in a different campaign.
Shh. What?
Fuck it. Oh, you two hold. Helia. we're gonna go check the We're gonna go check the tower. You want us to meet back up with you after?
Sure, don't get into trouble.
I will. I give you my word. I will try to keep them out of trouble.
TB, please.
You can certainly try. It's not my fault that trouble comes looking for me.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
If I'm the sensible one of these two, we are. Happy thoughts, Tonberry. Happy thoughts.
Let me know when it's a good time to jump in, right?
Hold on, I need to send you something for you to understand what's happening.
Here we go.
Here we go. Shit! Now I got Mario sounds in my head.
Oh, wahoo!
Mamma mia! Wahoo!
You
Wow, Chris Pratt! I didn't know you were here.
Thank you.
I remember when I was young, I used to stop on Koopas.
Stomp some turds.
But yeah, other than that, you can drag him in if you so please.
Okay.
This is in fact Port Royal, and there's reasons why Elijah would be here.
Boyfriend.
Find a fucking token. Oh.
Wait, is Leisha's boyfriend Jack Sparrow?
Luca.
Oh.
Congratulations.
Oh yeah. Oh right. Fuck. That's right.
I don't have a token.
I can send it to you since it's something you have to edit.
Thank you.
I completely forgot Luca was on this world.
Debatable.
Tsubasa's peering over the fence. Is there any glitchy over there?
Make a perception check.
Of course.
You have no rights. You must make a perception check.
Listen, I can still try.
I believe in you. You've got this. You can do this. Hey.
I can do it.
Wahoo!
Though you don't find what you're looking for, you do, however, notice pretty much instantaneously a woman leaning kind of against, like, the railing or fence that's keeping everything out. And she looks, she looks as if she's supposed to be either commanding our ship or is just having docked because she is currently trying to light up a pipe. And she looks from head to toe like a stereotypical privateer rather than a pirate.
Just give me a second to fuck around and find out. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out how to get the token on the thing.
Does it not let you?
It's currently not letting me. Hold on, do I have to just... No.
You're grabbing the name, not the picture, right?
I found it! I got it! He's gonna be like, here. Vibing.
Oh, well, Tsubasa's going to just say...
I will say, with a 28 perception, you do notice also pretty quickly that this pirate, or rather privateer, if you want to get semantics, is actually bolstering kind of an odd feeling of magic that is not native to this world.
Yeah, no, Tsubasa's going to go over to Helia to point out the woman. It's just like, do you think we should try asking her if she would know?
Maybe?
I mean, he's saying this quietly, trying not to talk so loudly that the entire fucking marketplace can hear him. Just
right. I implied it from such.
And it's just like, well, she doesn't feel native to this world. Something about her. If anyone knows, she might.
I mean, I suppose you can try? We can try?
Yeah. The Helia doesn't move first. After a moment, he goes to approach the woman. Just, excuse me.
Does Helia approach?
Helia's following Sue, because it's his plan.
It's his plan, and he's over here just anxiety.
Helia is here as emotional support for Sue. She believes in him.
Wait, no. Sorry, I just saw Lance moving.
Making my way downtown, walking fast. Walk fast.
Lance, as you're doing that, Lance,
Yeah.
make a perception check, and it's not to see the obvious motherfucker that you recognize.
Very pointedly, like, looking away from, or you should just, if I don't lock eyes, I won't get in trouble.
Yeah, in trouble.
You said perception, yeah.
Yes.
Not bad.
Not great, that's a 12.
No, but with the low levels, I'm making it a little bit easier for now.
I know, but like, it's a nat 12, rather.
Yeah. So, as you're... How fast are you moving?
Are you moving at a brisk walk? Are you just moseying along?
Are you running? Why are you running?
God
Like-
damn it.
Like, kind of like speed walking, I guess.
So, as you're speed walking along and just avoiding eye contact with pretty much anybody and not looking in any particular direction, out of the corner of your eye, you just, for some reason, you swear you saw a familiar bracelet.
Uh-huh.
Wait. Wait, can I? Wait. Does, I have Misty Step, right? I think. There's something like Misty Step.
You should at this level.
Yes, I do have Misty Step. Does... You said, like, over here, yeah?
Yes. Around this space over here.
Yeah.
What is it with you guys and using magic in public where everyone can see you?
Thank you.
I'm
It's a good
judging
way to-
you.
It's a good way to get out of trouble sometimes.
And
I'm
it's
judging
fast-
you.
and it's
You're not in
fast-
trouble.
Also, it's faster than, like, being, like, here, and then around.
Yeah, but you could walk and not draw attention to yourself.
Absolutely.
Listen,
There
I'm
Like-
judging you.
is-
Affectionate.
I will say, because of all the bullshit with Sora, do you think people haven't seen magic?
That's
But it's
fair.
still eye-catching.
Yes.
And it's very
gonna
clear that the
draw-
majority of our party does not care about not being eye-catching.
Because they're dumbasses. Affectionate.
listen, the world is a stage.
And you're giving Tsubasa anxiety.
I gotta put on a performance.
Put it
No,
on
you
somewhere
don't.
else.
be a stagehand for 10 minutes.
Make your decision. Are you Misty stepping over there or not?
I didn't even
Yes.
get to finish the
Okay.
stuff we were doing.
Like, Misty Step will work on, like, stuff that's above where you are. Like, if you Misty Step, you won't...
It's within sight of the range that you can teleport.
Okay, so I won't, like, clip through...
No.
You're gonna be stuck in the floor. Yes.
No, he's
You're
not
never
clipped through the
going
back
to
rooms.
But
It's
no,
just
it's
by the
within
wall.
sight of the range of the spell. So if you can see the spot you're trying to teleport to, then yes, you're allowed to.
So you might want to get up a little bit before you teleport, because at that like level, you wouldn't be able to see the spot you're leaping at.
You would not know. I'll say this, the railing that you're looking at, well, like the wall that you're looking at is big enough to hide Elysia
Oh, okay.
from view.
I'm not here yet. You'll find me eventually.
You can't see that far.
You want to at least get up the stairs before you use Misty Step.
Just
So you
run!
might as well walk. Yeah.
You see something interesting, your first instinct should be run after it, not immediately get everyone's attention.
It depends on what you're going for.
True.
It does.
In
But
this case,
Yeah.
in this case, he's also fucked off and left the rest of the group entirely gone off on his own. So.
Yeah.
I will say, at the same time that you're basically doing the idle hop dance of like what the other two that are getting close to the same spot, roll a perception check for me.
Motherfucker, I'm
I
ready
think
to
with
jump in
how
the
you-
water.
I think of all of you,
I believe
Razz.
in TB. Do this. You can do this, TB. I believe in you. You've got this.
Motherfucker, I got a +1. What do you think?
What happened?
Well, fuck me. Never mind.
Let me see
TB,
what
where are you looking?
I'm looking at Lance, basically thinking over and over again, why is they moving so fast? Stick together. Is that a teacher?
Oh, not great. That's fine.
It's fine for what is happening right now.
fine.
Elysia, you caught this person walking immediately. And it's probably why you've stuck around, even though the ship that you're currently looking for is in harbor down the way. You're probably staying because you also noticed this person, and they looked familiar, even if they're not the same. TB. Well, this person behind the boxes over here, they do realize that they're not being hidden very well, right?
Just the, and he looks at me.
Look
Like that kind of vibe?
Prolonged eye contact.
No. It's one of those things of, you know how someone, when they're wearing a bunch of layers, doesn't realize how much they stick out from the rest of the crowd?
Oh.
This is kind of like horns peeking over the top and trying, like, not to exist.
Horns?
In that case, TB's just gonna silently shuffle over, grab Razz by the arm, shuffle back to his place, and point at the horns. Not a word is said.
Everyone, let Tsubasa and Helia have some time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because
So,
we were
Tsubasa
about to
and
ask
Helia.
questions, yeah.
I'm just queuing you back in.
Yeah, no, Tsubasa approaches the woman, and he does go, excuse me. I've got a question to ask.
She looks up from where she's trying and failing to strike up the pipe that she's using, and looks over the two of you with that The look of someone who immediately recognizes that you're about as from this world as she is, and then proceeds to put away the pipe and take out a full fucking decorated lighter and a cigarette.
Hello?
Tsubasa just stares for a moment, just like, okay.
What you want, kid?
We're actually looking for the entrance. Like, every so often he is glancing over at Helia for the emotional support.
Where the fuck did my...
But it's just like, we're looking at... I don't know how... Can I even be blunt about this?
You're off-worlders, yeah?
Yes.
What you looking for?
We're looking for the entrance to the grids.
Oh, that's easy. It's about, 3 doors down, maybe 4.
Oh.
You'll find it at the end of the alleyway right before, you reach... Oh, what was his fucking name? It's past the clinic. It's abandoned at this point.
Alright. Thank you.
Captain Helia.
Thank you, Captain Helia. My name's Tsubasa, and he gestures over at Helia, is just like, you can introduce yourself, please! Help!
Helia.
Good to meet you. Don't go getting into any sort of trouble.
Well,
Because then I'll be accomplices to it. And then she just smirks.
We'll try not to. We should go find the others, though.
Probably, yeah.
At this point.
Oh, before you leave, she says as she finally strikes the lighter, which, at this point, you're pretty sure that it's low on lighter fluid. But it manages to strike, and she lights the cigarette, takes a brief puff, and just, listen, the grid's a dangerous place. If you're going, make sure you know what it's about. People there are cutthroat. Not thieves. They just like to know what's happening.
Alright.
They generally take no for an answer, but if they want something that they see, they'll get it.
Oh. Thank you. Tsubasa internally sounded like glad TV is with us.
Thank you
the merchant.
for the warning, ma'am.
No problem.
Tsubasa at this point just skitters around Helia and then goes for the stairs. Cause
That is the most social anxiety child in a D&D game I've seen in a while.
Isn't it great?
Fantastic work, though. Very good character stuff.
I mean, having social anxiety myself helps a lot.
Helia, you did good too.
Yay.
But yeah, no, Tsubasa, especially once he gets to the top of the stairs and he sees Razz and TB, he starts going towards them.
As you reach the top of the stairs, both of you, really low DC because again, poorly hidden. Roll perception.
I got another 28.
Fuck you.
We love our 28s.
Helia, you've got this. I believe in you.
No.
That's actually the DC. That's how badly this motherfucker is hidden.
Oh, that's great.
Funny.
Yeah, no, Tsubasa sees it and he immediately snaps to turn around to Helia. Just...
Helia, you're not paying attention because while the face isn't familiar, you'd recognize that bracelet anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I don't I don't know who the fuck you're talking about. Out of character.
Valkyr.
It's Valkyr.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Valkyr, okay. Hey, Valkyr.
Just Helia slowly.
Just slowly, just sort of.
Do you peek around first, or do you just step up?
Sort of like a hesitant geek.
Because of the fact that at first, the unfamiliar, for a split second face that you're looking at, horns, white hair, extremely dark black skin, it's as if this is an entirely different person who managed to have the same things. But then the eyes snap from Lance in Alesia's direction to you. And goes, ah, shit. Just the kind of, fuck kind of energy of being kind of caught in the act.
There's like 13 different emotions on her face, and then before she eventually really quietly just goes, Valley?
Hey, Els.
What are you doing?
My typical rounds.
What? What? Why are you here? Why won't you come home?
I can't, and I'm sorry. And he stands up to his
But
full
you're
height.
here. You can come home.
And he stands up to his full height, which with the horns is about 6'5", 6'6". He's a gangly tall boy. He's one of those kids who, if you saw them in middle school and they're just like, oh, you are a bean sprout, and you're just like, oh god, you're a beanpole in high school. Like,
yeah.
he's one of those kids. And he stands up, and he's fidgeting like he normally does, but after a few moments of listening to the clack of his own claws, which you now notice he has, all he says is, I'm sorry, I couldn't go back.
Why not?
Not like this.
It doesn't matter. You could have come back. Why didn't you come back?
There's something I have to do before I can come home. Please.
What?
I have to figure out what's happening. And I can only do that from this side of things. I won't fight you.
What side of things, Helia? Valkyr.
You're dying over there with the emotions, aren't you?
I'm full of feelings.
He pauses for about a half a second and goes, I have to do this. I won't fight you or your friends, but I can't guarantee the others won't. Okay?
What does that mean, Valley? What do you mean sides? Why can't you come home?
And he steps up to you, Helia, and he looks so different. But the fidgeting, the anxiousness, even the sadness that once was so rare for him, it's all him. And he just smiles, that kind of sad, tired smile of someone who has been working too much. And he goes, please understand. There's nothing else I could do.
whatever's happening, we can figure it out together.
And we will. We will. But not on the same side, okay?
What do you mean, sides, Valkia?
I wish I could tell you, but if I do, she'll kill me, okay?
What? Then leave, come home!
I'd put
If you're
you
with
in
someone
danger.
who's going to... I don't care, just come home!
The three of you at the staircase, you are listening to what equates to one half of the conversation because Valkyrie is speaking rather quietly. Do you do anything? Lance, do you do anything?
TV's kind of just dancing against the steps, just not going up yet, but fully ready to go at the moment's notice.
Razz is following his lead, locked and loaded.
I mean, this doesn't seem my place to butt in.
Tsubasa's just listening as closely as he can.
Holmes is now positioned right over here, waiting.
So, I'm going to roll to see if he notices Elysia.
He's keeping his distance. He's not really making any obvious attempts to act.
Yes, but that is a very skittish person who just admitted that there's sides to something.
Completely understandable.
Part of the cards.
I believe in you.
Part of the cards.
That is a 20.
Oh no.
Fuck.
You guys know how high Valley's perception is, right?
Oh yeah.
Not a clue.
It's so fucking high.
I kind of figured.
How high is it?
Monk rogue multi-class, baby!
That's why. Oh.
I don't know what it means.
He's also got a specific feat.
Horrible.
Sorry.
Is it the alert feat?
No.
So.
It is a feat that matches Helia.
Oh boy.
Adorable.
So what
Horrible,
does he
but
do?
adorable.
He perks up
Or like-
as he's... He perks up as he's trying to explain one last thing, mid-sentence of, you have to find out what's going on, or otherwise... And he stops, turns slightly to not look at, but kind of acknowledge someone approaching directly. Or not like approaching fast or anything, but the gait of someone who is,
Moving closer.
Yes. And he goes to Helia, I have to go, okay?
Please don't go, Valley.
I'm sorry. And he teleports. You do not see him anymore. There's just sort of not quite an ink stain, but more like a stain of tar against where he was.
Okay. He's come back. Sorry. And you all watch as she sort of like crumbles in on herself, falling to her knees and like wrapping her arms around herself like she's trying to stop herself from physically breaking.
Also steps forward at this point.
TB instantly fucking brotherly style, protective.
Hey, I want to speak to her.
Give her a fucking minute.
Not like that.
Don't care what it's like. Give her space.
He steps back. I'm glad you all are alive.
To be fair, Tsubasa currently is out of sight, I think.
Is Tsubasa not joining up?
He's watching from the you know how you can go up, how you would go up the stairs a little bit and you would be able to see over the ledge.
Not helping Helia?
He doesn't know what to do.
Okay.
He's having a little panic.
Okay. I was confused.
Remember, he is a very socially anxious, withdrawn person.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't sure why.
Yeah,
But
it's not because he doesn't want to go help his friend. It's because how does he help his friend when she got to watch someone she cared about just go poof?
Yeah.
Razz is kind of on a similar space. Helia's already expressed before that she does not like her personal space, like, intruded on when she's emotionally fragile.
Once Holmes kind of takes a step back, it does take like half a second of just TV glaring before he does kind of swivel and kneel down. Not touching Helia, just kind of sitting in front of her. Helia, you good?
He does not get a verbal response, but can, like, God, everybody in the area can hear it. She's just sort of, like, sobbing.
Jacket comes off.
Maybe we should find a place to take a break for a bit.
Yeah, comes off and just around for a second.
TB.
Yes.
I'll let you make the choice. Either make a nature check or a medicine check.
A 1 or a 2. Let's find out. That's a 7.
You glance at the, like, tar stain, and something about it is off. But you shrug it off.
Helia is more important than investigation.
Can I roll for that, or am I too far?
I'd say because of the way that you're positioned, the only person who would be able to make another check would be either of the two on the level. Or 3, if Elysia wants to.
I think I might. As a matter of fact.
Nature or medicine?
Nature.
Nature.
It's a shame
medicine.
because I've got a +7 to my medicine.
Do you mind if I make a nature check as well?
Sure.
That's a dirty 20.
Nature.
I believe.
Oh, damn.
Fucking
Got him!
baller, Lance.
So, the two of you who didn't get a natural 20, you glance at the tar stain and you realize it's not tar. For a second, it's gloom? No. Razz, you believe it's gloom.
I want to touch it.
No. Let me finish.
Sorry.
That was
Eat it.
instinctive.
Eat it.
No.
Eat it.
Elysia,
Stop it.
you think it's gloom for a second. Even in intensified heartless energy. But then you realize that's not it either. This is, for lack of a better term, it's darkness from the abyss itself. Made physical. Lance,
Yeah.
with a natural 20 on medicine, You are more acquainted with the feeling of how it feels to go through a stressful event and be afflicted with heartless energy. So you know what it's like when someone is fighting their own attributes as something new. Whether they they like it, or they just don't know what it is yet. This consistency, even at a glance, he might have come close to death before he ended up like that. Not quite died and come back. Maybe something worse.
What could be worse than that?
Let's
What
not
could be
get into
worse?
the details for that.
Alicia sort of... You lot, quite troublesome. You should follow me. If you don't want people coming after you. Cause much more of a disturbance, there'll be guards on your tail. And he just sort of starts walking ahead.
Could I even hear any of that?
You did.
Oh, he
Okay.
would be saying it loud enough for Tsubasa to know.
Just like, I know there's a fifth one around here.
You might as well speak loud enough to clue them in.
I see the rest of the mystery gang. Where's the last one?
Where's Scooby-Doo?
Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
Mystery Incorporated. Get on, get a move on, sort of thing.
TB's gonna kind of like hold back and move whenever Helia starts to move.
Well, the problem is Helia and TB are both in the middle of the fucking pathway.
You can scoot around us.
Yeah.
Yes, let's scoot around the sobbing girl on the ground.
Yeah. At this point,
Sometimes
TV might want to like gently take her shoulders and like try to get her standing and moving because she doesn't seem to be doing this on her own.
Oh, TB's absolutely gonna ask permission first. Just like, Heels, can I pick you up?
Bowl of grapes.
Indeed, bowl of grapes, as there's a mumbled. She doesn't say no, but it's more like a I don't care, but somewhat nonsensical.
Instantly picked up and kind of put in that sort of like how you carry a child to their bed kind of position in his arms.
Oh.
The neck is there for crying if it needs to be done.
While it's less like loud physical sobbing, she is still crying, so yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Once they get moving, just skitter up to the rest.
Very gentle movements.
Yeah. Holmes is gonna sit them down, kind of inside, or like just in like the area of the clinic mentioned earlier.
Huh.
Just here. Pretend they're like half inside.
I could technically set that up. I still have the clinic map.
If you'd like, but I don't know if it's necessary for this.
Not quite.
Just assume.
Theater of the mind here.
Yeah. Holmes very gently sort of perches on one of like the table things. Goes, you know, I was worried something was going down. Seems I was right. And she just glances at Helia with a very like very sorrowful expression. I know what it's like. I'm sorry. And I can't be available all the time, but if you need something from me, you know where to go. I'll be there.
Out of character. What? You mean the academy? They think they're all banned
No,
from?
no, I know where to go. I'll be there.
Okay.
I'm not telling you. He's not always at the academy. He can't make that promise. Anyway.
Well, it sounded like you said you'll know where to go.
I know, but I did not say that. Holmes sort of gestures. Oh, that's right. I was supposed to tell you all something if you didn't. If I caught you. Where the fuck have you been? Get back there!
No.
We're supposed to deliver something here.
You are?
God, well, the grid.
Well, not here, but here.
All right. That's not very clear. You do realize that.
We're running an errand for somebody.
What'd you say?
We're running an errand for somebody.
And that somebody is...
Emrys?
Excuse me? You know what? I've heard weirder. The point is, you should stop by at the academy when you can. Headmaster's very worried about you.
We might.
Why would we go back? What's there for us?
Yeah, the vice headmaster was kind of...
Ousted? Yes.
He was what?
Did you not
Please
know?
tell me that dick face was fired.
What'd you say?
Please tell me that dick face was fired.
I said ousted for a reason. He's certainly not going to be relevant to the school proceedings anymore, I'll tell you that much. No thanks to himself.
Wait, so we can actually go back to the academy?
Yes, you are welcome to, but clearly you have another thing to do. So.
I do just want to point out that whenever you mentioned that we're allowed in the academy, Razz gets like a twinkle in her eye because she thought it was over.
Why would we want to go back? What's the point?
Education. I mean,
We get to keep moving.
Also, yeah, also works as a safe haven, but for right now, we'll focus on that later.
Yes.
There have been Heartless and Gloom on campus. How is that safe?
Well, maybe we fix it. One day we figure it out. That's what we do.
In an attempt to cheer Helia up, Tonberry will kind of like set her down a bit and look her dead in the face and go, "If we got to, we will Scooby-Doo this shit."
What's Scooby-Doo?
I don't know. My dad always said it, and it was weird. Then again, he also rambled on about something called Tom Cruise, whatever the fuck that is.
I could go for a cruise. That does sound like
I'll
a pleasant.
kill you myself.
Tsubasa just quietly raising his hand. I at least know where the grid is. Now.
Oh, is that where you were supposed to be going? Well.
Yeah.
Good luck. I hear they're brutal there.
Yeah, that's what I've been told too.
Just be careful, alright? And
Careful, my middle name.
Out of character. No, it's not.
It's fucking not.
No, it's not in character.
he
No,
sort
Lee
of,
is
he
legal.
glances,
My middle name.
he glances to Helia and just, worst comes to worst. You come to the academy, you take a small break, you leave. Whatever's going on. You have one ally.
You made Valkyrie leave. You got too close and he left.
Was that what? Well, you could have started to stay a little longer, don't you think? Helia. I didn't. There's something going on with him. I don't think he could return even if he wanted to.
But he could.
No,
We
He
don't.
always has a choice.
I mean it, Helia.
Not
There's something
everybody
wrong
gets.
with him.
That's enough. Now, if you've got opinions about it, even if they are facts, now's not the time.
She needs to understand what's going on. If she is deluding herself with this idea that he can come home when he has clearly expressed the fact that he cannot.
Home ain't always the academy.
That's not what I meant.
We know he's out there, though. We can look for him. We can try to find him. There's gotta be a way.
I'm sure.
Mm.
Good luck. And he leaves.
Is Legia heading to a certain pirate
Mhm.
captain ship?
Mm-hmm.
Just for a little fun tidbit, as you head out of the clinic, Elysia, you get a text on your gummy phone that just says, "Why did my alert systems go off with saying that you walked into my clinic?"
Alicia glances at his phone, glances back at the clinic. Does not reply, keeps walking.
Chaos.
And
There's one more text that happens and goes, "Well, okay. Well, hurry back. Molly misses you."
and I'm signing out for now. I feel like I made things worse. I'm sorry.
You didn't.
Okay.
You didn't.
Okay.
Anyways. Tsubasa does speak up after a moment and just, I think we should go back to the academy. Like, obviously
don't-
not right now, but
Yeah. Well, we should worry about what to do with the academy after we at least get to a resting point, yeah? And we're
Yeah.
all feeling a bit more better. And he's like, has not taken his eyes off Helia yet.
She's just crying again.
The hand, just the gentle, back pat and rub.
I'm just going to go get some fresh air. Tsubasa
Okay.
does go and step outside the clinic. Because...
Yeah. Helia. You don't gotta respond if you don't want to, but I do want to talk to you about something. don't know the full story behind you and Valkyrie, yeah? But do you feel like you can trust him?
As TB talks, it slowly comes down from sobs again to little sniffles, and while she doesn't verbally respond, there's a little slight nod of her head.
You can trust him. Really trust him. Then it'll work out for the best. Whatever the best may be, it'll work out for the best. And he does kind of move a bit to look her in the eyes and taps his little burn scar. This was the best for me. I survived. I changed. I went from a scrawny little brat to a Goliath. And I was fucked up for a long time. Mentally and physically. But the more I had people I could trust, and who trusted me, it felt easier to come to them. If you're sure you can trust Val, and Val can trust you, and I know he does, it'll be all right. Okay? My fucking internet cut out for that. I swear to God.
It didn't.
It did.
Okay.
It did get weird, and there was a weird buzzy noise in the background, but we could hear you.
Like static.
Hear you.
That's my fan. It's hot as
And
hell
there
in this
is
house.
echo.
Bless you, Cherry.
That was a
Is it
bad
okay?
time for the sneeze to fucking show up.
Hilarious is what it was.
Yeah, no, Tonberry's just going full comfort mode, and like, I assure you, as a living proof, it will get better.
He's trying.
Are you guys leaving from that spot for the time
Actually,
being?
TV's just gonna like look around and go, did a fucking teacher just drop us off in a doctor's office alone and dip?
To be fair, if we wanted a spot to gather ourselves
Yeah.
to get ready for the grid, the clinic would not be a bad spot.
True. I'm just trying to make it funny.
Trying to lighten the moment.
Tsubasa's just chilling outside because, like he's leaned up against the wall outside because he doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know how to handle this.
Razz
So-
went out with him also, because there were a lot of people, and it felt wrong to hover.
Cry out, Helia.
Yeah.
The two that are outside. Roll a perception check for me.
Do.
I believe in you.
That's 20.
Both are good enough. So, as you're standing outside and the hustle and bustle of Port Royal during a trading day, trading and buying and bartering day, has come to a bit of a quietness after having seen a young girl break down sobbing on the street. So, it's a bit more solemn, and because of that, both of you, with your better hearing than most, hear something like repeated, like, you ever hear the sound of a piece of glass fracturing over and over again?
Yes.
That's the sound that you hear distantly. Like, it looks like it sounds like it's fracturing, healing, then fracturing again.
Do you hear that?
Yeah, I hear that.
Do you want to see what it is?
Tsubasa, logic brain. We shouldn't go wandering off by ourselves. Tsubasa, curious brain. But I want to know.
Razz has a big smile. There's something we can discover.
Tsubasa, just quietly, you'd go anyways, even if I didn't, would you?
I wouldn't leave you alone.
Let's go see what it is, just in case.
Okay. Alright. Where's the sound coming from?
It's coming from further down the way over here.
It's time. I can go first to where I catch any trouble, unless you want to. But I don't want you to be in danger.
Tsubasa's just like, what's the worst that's going to happen? He doesn't say that. It's just the look on his face.
So many things, but that's what keeps it interesting.
But yeah,
so, as you head down a little bit more, you're looking for the source of the sound, and you're getting closer with every footstep. That sound of fracturing, then healing, then fracturing again. Eventually it becomes loud enough that you swear if anybody else doesn't hear it, they're deaf. And you turn your head towards the left, and you see an odd sight. It's kind of like you're looking at a fracture in reality. A sort of bug. Something having gone wrong. And it's a jagged line through one of the walls.
You don't think that's the entrance to the grid, do you?
I stick my hand in it.
Razz!
Do you?
Yes, I do.
Tsubasa's going to be trying to stop her?
I try to give no warning. I try to just yeet.
Yeah. Razz goes, yeet. Tsubasa goes, shit!
It's... Because I know what this is. It's... Do you want to roll Dex?
If I need to.
Well, I think you mean the two of us against each other, yeah?
I'm down if you want to.
Alright, face Dex.
Let's do it.
Hold on.
Is it a save or is it?
You know what?
Save. It's a save for Tsubasa and Dex for you. Regular Dex check.
Okay. So that's a 21 from me.
Rats.
Tsubasa's just a little bit faster.
Yeah, you see Razz going to just lurch and reach into the sort of open, sort of closed rip in reality. And you just go, no, and pull back on the sleeve.
Let's not go sticking our hands in strange things.
Don't you want to know what's in there?
Don't you want to know what it tastes like?
Exactly.
There's bound to be a better way to do it. Like, Tsubasa is actually going to take a closer look at this fracture and try to see if, like, he can see through it.
If I've got, like, a pin or a button or something, I want to throw it in.
So, considering how you got close enough to try to stick your hand inside, you actually hear a slight click, and there's a screen that pops up. Like you're looking at a small computer screen in front of the rip in reality, and it just says, entrance number 234.3-0. And its status says, status, unstable.
Status unstable.
So this is the entrance to the grid?
It's looking like it. Is there any other thing? Is there anything that we can press or interact with to see if there's any more information on the unstable status?
You reach out, like, not to touch, but to kind of see if you can maybe flip a screen or maybe do something about it. And you get just a couple of inches away from the screen, and there's a light that shines on your palm, and it goes, "Unregistered user. Would you like to fix?"
Maybe we should get the others before we start messing with it. Yeah, At this point, do they both just run back to the clinic?
You can.
I'll follow you. I'll go ahead.
Well, no, because Tsubasa apparently is tempted to poke the screen, like full poke it.
Because my yes was for the would you like to fix with the register, but if
Oh.
that's what.
Oh, okay. So Tsubasa says maybe we should go back to the others and Razz just, yes, let's fix this!
Yes.
You say yes aloud.
Yes.
The screen goes blank for a second, and then there's a loading sort of. There's a sort of loading. Not the like one we're used to, but more like a battery filling.
Razz, we shouldn't be messing with things like this, maybe?
Don't you want to know? Don't you want to know, keep us...
I mean...
At least we can find out if it's unstable enough for the rest of them. Like, I don't want them to get hurt.
That is true. Why would we get sent to an unstable entrance?
I wonder if they're all unstable.
Tsubasa
the bar is halfway loaded.
Tsubasa does reach out and just, like, he's seeing if the screen is solid or not.
You tap the screen, and it looks solid, only you hear, "Unregistered user 2.
Oh, But it's not asking if I would like to fix?
Nope.
All this processing power is put into fixing the first one.
Apparently.
Can I follow the spirit of Lance and give it a lick?
You can, do you?
I sure do.
Nothing happens.
Tsubasa just stares at her like, why? Why'd you do that? Why was that even necessary?
I was taken over by the sudden urge. What's the battery at?
75%.
Okay, alright.
Tsubasa taps the screen again because just like there's nothing else.
It's currently at 90. Do you do anything?
Damn, that's fast loading.
What could we do though?
I want to know what's gonna happen when it gets to 100.
Yeah, I guess.
Do you wait for it to hit 100?
I sure do.
Watch it get
Tsubasa's
stuck
right
at
with her.
Without any issue, it says 100% loaded. Would you like to try a game?
Razz.
Immediate.
Razz,
Yes.
no.
Would you like to play a game?
Yeah, Tsubasa immediately blurts out, "No!"
Perhaps you should get the others first, and then come back and
Yeah.
poke the hole.
Yeah, no, it's just like, Razz, we really shouldn't, not without the others.
Alright.
We at least know where the grid is, and we know how to work, how to kind of use it. Let's just go back to the clinic.
Alright.
He starts just, like, gently pushing her back towards the clinic.
For the rest of you, you notice that the other two of the ensemble are noticeably not present. Like, not just outside, but just not there. And it's been that way for about 10 minutes.
Oh, so it's been like 10 minutes. I feel like it probably only took. That's still pretty quick loading.
Not really.
It's not. We just have bad computers.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyways, so what do you guys do about the whole missing pair for 10 minutes?
I feel. I feel like while they were off doing that.
It was.
Kuri fixing his mic again.
But yeah, I feel like while those two were off doing all that, Lance was just kind of like trying to explain things to Helia.
So not at all taking notice that two people are now just gone?
I mean, they're relatively quiet people anyway.
Razz
is not.
Yeah, no. After the 10-minute mark, TV's just sitting there like, sure, Helia's alright, and if they're not out there when I find them, I'm going to grab them by their faces and drag them back. Like, the most... I'm focusing on helping my friend right now, but the moment I step outside, Big Brother's gone.
If
that guy
TV
Helia.
does go, we should go find the others. Helia will, like... You know that thing when someone's sad? So they'll, like, hold on to the back of someone's sleeve or shirt and just sort of follow them around like they're a small child?
Yes,
Oh,
nice.
I've done that before.
That is Helia with TV right now.
This is why TB has the backhands. He can backpack Helia wherever the fuck he goes. You know, fuck it. Yeah, TB's gonna just like at the moment he feels the tug on the thing on his like sleeve or something, he's just gonna kind of roll his. Fuck it. He's gonna go full hooker and put his sleeves to like the side of his arms so that his gloom hands can kind of just like crawl out and secure Helia to his back essentially. Before he walks outside.
And we're still not back?
I'd say it's about the time that you come out of the alleyway with a very, like, disgruntled looking Razz who's just like, but I wanted to.
Precisely. She's like...
Razz, disgruntled, Tsubasa actively trying to wrangle one of his friends for once.
Tonberry opening the door. Dorime.
Razz stepping behind Tsubasa.
Hey, guys.
Did you find the grid?
Maybe.
We think so.
What? You stepped out to catch your breath and get some air, and you found the thing we're looking for.
Well, we could
Sorry.
hear it, though. It was making noise.
Helia, you're smart. Is it supposed to make noise?
I don't know.
Okay.
Is it supposed to make noise?
It was, it said it was not quite stable, but... But
Razz
it did
still
offer
started
for me to play a game.
Yeah, Razz started poking it, and it said that she was an unregistered user, so that she went to fix it. It fixed, and then it asked if we wanted to play a game, and at that point I decided, you know what, maybe we should get the others.
Ooh, I love games. Razz,
Let's go.
you and me, one smash.
No,
Do it.
both of you, calm. Everybody, calm. Currently, emotions are high and very volatile. We're going to take this very slow. AKA, someone's gonna hold Helia, and the person who can tank a hit, moi, is gonna go poke it.
I've got shield spells.
Okay? I'm going to need them. Thank you.
I've got healing spells.
Thank you both. It'll be fine. And he does kind of like still walk forward. If anybody asks, fully showing off backpack Helia. These are sashes. They're ugly sashes, but they're sashes.
Okay.
Do you all head to where the unstable entrance was?
Yes.
Yeah, I follow Razz.
Oh, yeah.
Too.
Razz and Tsubasa, the scream that was there seems to have disappeared. But as you get closer, it pops up again and it just says, "Would you like to play a game?"
Tsubasa points it out to the others. It's just like, see, this is what it was doing.
And it's at that point that you notice that there's a little tiny progress bar that says 0% currently.
They got games on their grid.
If you were to take my phone or whatever, I could always just say yes and see what happens.
No, don't get rid of your phone. We can track you with your phone.
Well, they said, didn't that one book say that we shouldn't bring outside technology into the grid or we'll get fucked?
Oh shit! Yeah, you're right.
We'll get dunked on.
I really don't want to be dunked on. I'm trying to be a in person.
I wonder, out of character, I wonder if like outside technology would include stuff like pacemakers and whatnot.
Not important right now. Let's stay focused.
All right, yeah. Focus is important.
I'm probably gonna regret this. Can I insight check the fucking loading bar?
Sure.
Can I help with that?
Sure.
Do we both just roll then?
With a help is...
Or
do you want to give advantage or do you want to roll?
hold on. Kuri, what is TB's investigation, right? Or insight?
It's a +1.
It's a +1.
I'm going to roll.
Oh, insight is a +1. Investigation is +2.
And we're rolling insight, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm rolling insight myself. There we fucking go.
TV, this is just a fucking loading bar. It's probably keeping track of whatever progress you make. It's a normal game bar, I suppose.
This was a normal fucking loading bar. Why did I put so much attention? Wait a minute.
Hold on. Let me take a look at fucking 26.
With a 26, you realize that yes, this is a game progress bar. However, this is also the progress bar of how much you've fixed so far. Apparently, the loading that it was doing was for this game to help you fix the portal.
We'll want to do this game. It's to fix the portal.
Okay.
The portal's unstable. We need to fix the portal.
Okay. Okay, quick head count so we don't get confused later. Raise your hand if you're here. Tonberry.
Razz.
Man.
Tsubasa.
Thank you two for contributing. Thank you for contributing.
Helia.
Thank you for contributing. Now, if you hear me scream this out again, it is to check and make sure we have not been separated. Let's go ahead and start the game.
Ooh, is it
So-
Do
gonna
you
be
touch the
weak?
screen?
I do.
Yep.
Yes.
It says, as Razz touches it, unregistered user 1, signed in.
Tsubasa reaches over and touches the screen as well.
Unregistered user 2, sign in.
Guys, we gotta touch the screen.
Lance full on just slaps a hand against it.
Unregistered user 3, signed in.
TB's gonna lean down so that Helia can go before him.
Aw. Hand on screen. Gentler than
Unre-
Lance.
Unregistered user 4, signed in.
TB does like a thumb, just like press.
Unregistered user 5, signed in. And it simply says, play.
Are we gonna
Play.
get...
Yeah, time to hit
Yes.
the play button.
As TB presses the play button, he just quickly says, "If a doll comes out of nowhere, I'm gonna punt kick the fuck out of." Clicks it.
You click play, and the screen changes. And it says, as it is loading, you see the words first, as cards flash onto the screen. An orange one, a purple one, a green one, and a red one, turning like tiles. And
Simon
no.
Hold on. What were the colors again?
Orange, purple, green, and red.
Okay.
I touch the purple one.
Let me finish.
Sorry.
Yeah,
It
we need...
says, it gives a series of notes as if you're supposed to complete it. It says, 1. Purple card can't be seen with red card. 2. Green card prefers a side. 3. Orange card looks best next to purple card. 4. Red card prefers the left side, but position doesn't matter.
Wait,
We're
Wait,
supposed
hold
to
on.
figure out the order of the cards.
Sweetie.
Can you go...
Okay, yeah, I was about to say, do
Yeah.
you have a
Written
visual?
version?
Thank you.
A visual and probably the words
Okay,
as well.
thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, it's in muted VC.
Okay, so Ooh.
Oh, I've
Yeah.
got it.
So do
Yeah,
I.
same
I think
here.
I do too.
Yeah. It's...
Yeah?
Can anyone
It's,
say it?
Red...
Or, well, no.
No, it
That's
would,
not enough information. No, it is.
it would
Yes,
be
it-
it would be green,
is.
red, orange, and purple.
Yes.
Do you
Well-
input that?
Yes.
Yes.
It
I was-
It has a slight loading screen for about 2 seconds.
1 second. Sweetie, Lance was trying to say something.
Sorry, Lance, go ahead.
It's fine. They already
No.
input the thing.
What
Go
is
ahead
it?
and say it.
I was thinking it would be red,
No, because
orange,
Or-
purple,
green.
and then green.
green
Choose-
wants to be...
Well, are we going from right to left?
Orange looks best next to purple, so orange and purple have to be beside each other.
But red
Yep.
likes left, which would be the first one, I thought.
Yeah. And then
But
green prefers...
it also says that position doesn't matter.
Oh.
Red prefers the left side, but position doesn't matter. So it could be on the far left or the not so far left. Green prefers a
Okay.
side.
Okay, alright, that makes sense.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, no, I get that.
So, yes, technically there are 2 fully legal solutions to this
Yeah.
puzzle.
Yes. Yes.
Are there
Yeah.
eight solutions?
Only 2.
There are only two solutions that we can put. Helia and Tsubasa put in green, red, orange, and purple.
There's a loading for about 2 seconds before it goes puzzle complete. And the loading bar has 80%, but it says complete. And there's a symbol that simply says next.
All right.
And above it says optional.
Well, we still
Hold on,
have...
no one click anything.
What
Lance
are we
is, like,
supposed to do?
Trying to
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Lance
There is
just-
another
one at a
button
time.
that says skip.
Tsubasa, speak.
We still need to get the last 20% on the bars. Maybe we should try the optional thing?
Okay. Helia?
I wasn't trying to speak during that.
Oh.
I think it was
Lance.
Lance or Razz.
Lance, what's up?
I was just like, Lance is paused in the middle of reaching out for the optional button.
Okay. Razz?
I wasn't saying anything.
Okay,
It
so
sounded like
do
there
we
were
wanna
a
try
lot
the
more
optional
people
thing?
that...
Yeah.
Well, it was 4 people trying to talk at once as far as I could track.
Yeah.
And at this point, Helia would speak up and, sort of glances at Lance and goes, "We shouldn't touch things until we all come to a conclusion as a group."
Tsubasa just reaching over, slowly pushing Lance's hand down.
Good initiative. You didn't do nothing wrong. Good initiative. But currently we need to work as a group, because the next puzzle could be, hey, kill these things, and then it summons something.
That's not
We
that's
wouldn't be
not
ready
a
for that.
puzzle, TB.
I'm not a puzzle kind of guy.
Nah.
We gathered.
Thank you.
Aren't you more good
It's
puzzles?
It's kind of, I think it's both.
Are we okay with doing the optional thing?
I think it would be smart to get the last 20% just in case.
Okay. Lance, hit it.
Lance full on just again smacks the optional button.
Please stop slapping the screen.
It doesn't need percussive maintenance, Lance.
It's my job. I have one thing in this life.
Alright. What'd we sign
So-
up for?
It says optional puzzle 2. And it loads text first before anything else. You have 5 wires. Red, blue, green, black, and white. There is a city grid without power. You must rearrange them in proper order to restore power to the city. 1. Black and white must be as far apart as the other rules allow, but cannot be side by side. 2. Red must be on the left, but cannot be near blue. Blue must be on the middle, is the third one, because I forgot to read this properly. 4. Green must be on the right, but which position doesn't matter.
Do we get the visual too? Yay.
Okay, the visuals really help because I would not remember that.
Our heads are full of soup.
Yeah.
Before anything else, TV is gonna look directly at Razz and go, I am so glad our friends are smart.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
blue is
black and
supposed to be in the middle. So we can already put that in the middle.
And then red has to be first, because it can't be next to blue, but it has to be on the left.
So black or white could be the one after, in between blue and red.
There are multiple solutions to this,
Yeah.
by the way.
So, hold on. So, red, black, blue, green, white.
Does everybody agree?
Yep, that sounds about right.
I trust your judgment. But at the same time, Helia?
So we want
Fact
to do
check.
red, black, blue, green, white.
Yes.
Do you input that?
If
That
nobody
looks good to
objects.
me.
Yeah, if nobody objects to it, Tsubasa goes ahead and puts it in. And I feel bad for Cayde because he's been sitting in the background this entire fucking time.
He has his own thing.
He's got popcorn.
Yeah, and I was told he tested these.
Cayde apparently does want to say something about the puzzle.
Go ahead.
That second one, I'd say, is easier than the first.
Probably.
It's
I
a lot
was
looser
fixing-
with what it said.
Yeah, if you just like number each of them, then you can just.
Either
That's all
way,
I'd say.
Mr. Professor Layton, motherfucker.
either way, Tsubasa puts in the answer and he submits the answer.
It loads for about 2 seconds again before saying, objective complete. And there is 100% on the bar. And it says, would you like to enter the grid?
Are you guys ready?
This is why we're here.
Oh. Are you saying we don't get to play tennis?
Tsubasa presses the yes once everyone agrees.
Thumbs up.
You're a menace to society, Lance.
So you hit yes. And there's this strange, almost like, it's almost like you got static shock from something, but it's very, very light. And instinctively you close your eyes in a flinch. And you're not in Port Royal anymore.
And I'm with
Arthur.
everyone, yeah?
Yes, you are with
Hold on.
everyone, I'll give you that much.
Okay.
Arthur,
Yes.
Mic off.
by the way, we're going to be ending on Arthur, so.
Woo.
Yay!
Are you expecting Arthur's to take more than an hour?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it is only like an hour left, isn't there?
So, Arthur, you find yourself in a rather opulent ballroom. It is packed with people. Like, there's only a few on here because they're the notable ones. But it is packed with various types of people from various worlds that know about the travel between. It is active and bustling, and as you step inside, followed by Alexios, you are both dressed to the nines, because that is what you're expected to do. You're dressed as if looks could kill, and you're about to go on a massacre. Alexios is only slightly dimmer in volume compared to you, but he is still to your side and behind you, as a proper bodyguard should be. But as you enter, the door is not kind to you as you walk in, because it alerts your presence to everyone there. And there's a hush that falls over everything as people turn to stare at you, because you are well known as the heir to the Pendraco throne. And, if I may, Alexios puts a hand on your shoulder and goes, I can take over from here if you want.
No. We'll carry on the way we are.
All right. I'm your shadow, like always. And just smiles at you.
Smiled back. Guess. Sweet.
There's a sort of whispering hush that gathers in volume as you approach. And it is almost as if people didn't expect you to show up. Because, of course, in the missive, it stated that originally he was supposed to show up, your father. But he was alerted to something outside of his realm of expertise that he needed to show up for anyway. So he told the people who are running this sort of gala, not so much a ballroom dancing sort of party, so much as it is a gathering. That he told the proprietors of Beast Castle currently that you would be showing up, but no one else knew. Make a perception check for me. Among the crowd of faces, you see a couple of people that you remember while growing up. One, you see Amaria, who is well known for her talents in magistry, as well as her ability to take notes mentally that are so pitch perfect that it is scarily accurate down to the very last detail. So her being here is both unnerving and a little comforting should anything happen, which something that you are uncannily used to at this point. Right next to her is Lori. Lori is more of a fighter than anything else, though she certainly doesn't dress like it. She's beautiful and dashing and dazzling in all sorts of manners, but you of all people know that she can hold her own against many knights, even some of the ones that train Alexios. Though she has refused repeatedly to become a knight. And then there is Maverick, who is, for all intents and purposes, he is sort of the cool wine uncle that shows up in places he really shouldn't be able to have access to, and you get the feeling that he's probably here simply because he bought his way in instead of actually getting an invite. And similarly, you see on top of the railing over here, standing behind a table overlooking the crowd, is not the queen of Beast Castle, but sort of the caretaker while the owners are away. And it is Verona. Verona is very stately and clean and well dressed and hold. She's known you and your family for many, many decades. How she still looks in her 20s is probably due to the fact that she's a mage herself. But she spots you even among the hush, or probably because of the hush, and just smiles at you and waves you over.
Guess I will approach. I don't know how far, so.
There's stairs on either side.
Yeah, okay.
As you approach, she does a slight bow, sort of in respect to your position, but also, you know, she's kind of mocking the fact that you care very little for the whole title business at this point in your life. It's sort of it's almost that grandmotherly vibe of, oh, aren't you so sweet kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And she stands up and goes, how are you, dear?
Not too bad.
I see you're still alongside your bodyguard.
Never leaves my side.
There's a slight, like, wave from Alexios of just like, hi. And she... He's very good at his job. I would say give him a raise, but I'm pretty sure your family pays him quite handsomely. And she steps forward a little bit to get up close to you and kneels down slightly and goes, I heard about what happened. Are you alright?
I'm doing okay. Nothing went too bad. Nothing long. Nothing. What's the word? Long term.
Well, I'm glad you're alright. I am actually quite glad that you're here instead of His Majesty. Because it has come to my attention that there's some trouble afoot. And some of it has to deal with you and your friends. I don't want to see you all in danger. You're all just kids, after all.
That is true. But it was something that could not have been predicted.
And she reaches out and taps you on the tip of your nose and goes, and you need to stop being as reckless as your bodyguard.
I'll try.
Mm-hmm.
But
Try.
no promises.
As if... Mm-hmm. Thought so. And she straightens back up again and goes, you know, if you'd like, perhaps we could make a gesture of faith between this castle and the Pendracos. If you can get your friends to sign under your own banner, perhaps I could get them a gesture of good faith.
Good faith.
Yes, it's something we used to do some centuries ago, back with the Gawains. I don't know if the current Gawain wants to currently do it, considering everything that has happened, but it is something we used to do. It's sort of a, how would you say, it's a token that allows you to get to certain places others cannot. Because there are some places that even you can't get to, and you know that.
What does this banner entail?
It is much less an oath than a promise, as far as I could recall. It is an understanding that you are all working together. A common cause, as it were.
I do not know if we follow the same cause, though.
What was that, kid?
I do not know if we follow the same cause.
Well, perhaps then you would need to speak with them. You
I
need to
guess.
see what side they're on versus yours. And side is a harsh way to put it, but there is more to whatever is happening with you than meets the eye. Even your father has noticed.
Yeah, there were two events that could be connected. I have no clue.
And she goes to say something else, but you see Alexios out of the corner of your eye dart off. Because there is, even without rolling for perception, there is sort of a panic that is starting to roil over the crowd.
Can I hone in what that cost may be? Hello?
Okay. 23. I think that's well above what you need.
That's not the one. That's
You...
the one. Okay. I didn't roll.
Huh?
I didn't roll. That's just the one from when I came in.
Oh, alright. I'm... Woo!
Okay, that's
Yes.
14.
That's still good enough. Because this panic is building further and further as you remember the sound of gloom, burning acidic gloom against flooring. It's not tile that you heard it burn against, but it is the same noise. And Alexios is darting towards it, and it seems to be coming from the middle of the ballroom.
I guess, oops. Kind of rush over to the, rush over to like the railing. Get a better look.
Roll insight.
Damn it.
The panic of the crowd is starting to get to you as well, and watching Alexios dart off once again towards something he probably doesn't fully understand. It's making you anxious, nervous. There's an unsettling feeling of not knowing what's happening, and it's getting to you.
Just gonna go over here. Like, you know how I didn't promise about that earlier?
Go ahead, son. Go get him.
Thank you. Yeah.
You push your way through the already open line of a crowd, but they're trying to huddle back in again because a very small child just ran through the crowd and summoned a copy keyblade, and is deciding to rush towards the scene that they're panicking about. And without missing a beat, as you get close enough, within 10 feet, you just see Alexios move towards the center, and there is indeed a very large, bubbling, roiling, kind of tar-like substance in the middle of the ballroom. And Alexios just summons the copy keyblade and stabs it into it and tries to cast a spell to stop it. And for a second, just for a second, it seems to work. And then there is a sound like shattering glass. As you watch something rise out of this broiling pit in the ground. And I'll let you make the save. Roll Dex save for me. I want to so badly say it's not high enough, but that is a 27, my dude. And because of that, and I want you to understand, the DC for this was 25.
Wow.
You just barely managed to see sharp, jagged teeth and a draconic head rear back and try to grab Alexios. But you managed to pull him back.
What is that?
As it gets closer to fully moving itself out of the pit, which you do pull Alexios out of the field of it, and it just clambers claw and wing out of the pit that gets bigger and bigger and bigger, encompassing a good 30 feet of space, but doesn't damage anything but the floor. And it's just instead of a roar, it's an almost insect-like clicking as its open rib cage moves of its own volition, and it just lets out a chittering screech. And there is certainly a fucking panic among the ballroom now. If you do not hold on to Alexios, he is going to charge in. Do you keep a hold on him?
I'll try, but to tell him something. And from there, I'll see what I do next.
Roll Dex.
No way.
Unless I roll a 1.
Heart of the cards. Heart of the cards.
Wow. Okay.
Damn it.
Boy's determined. And he slips out of your grasp and instantly rushes in to try and keep this being, this beast, an enemy, at bay, away from you. You know that's what he's doing. And you, of all people, at this point, know that copied keychains don't work. But Alexios is trying anyway. Because that's what he does. Recklessly, he tries. What do you do?
How much do you think he would... How much do I think he would withstand?
Because you've known him long enough, you know he can take quite a few hits from a lot of smaller things, but if this gets any worse, he might not be able to survive it more than 5-6 hits, just from what you're glancing at, the size, the rage, the way it's acting. Not more than 5 hits at its full strength.
I guess I'll... I guess I'll yell for people to evacuate, and then charge at the thing as well.
How long do you spend trying to get people to evacuate?
Like 30 seconds.
Do you turn away from Alexios at all?
No.
I need you to roll a dex save with disadvantage.
All right.
You are just barely not fast enough this time. As you're spending that 30 seconds ushering people to evacuate with what authority you have, you turn back to Alexios, though you never fully turned away from him. And it is not a sight you want to see. He is held in claws of large wings, and he looks badly injured, as if something had taken a bite out of him, not out of physical damage, but magical. And he is just grinning. The sort of grin you know he has when he has a trick up his sleeve. And I need you to roll insight. DC was 10. He's fucking bluffing. He's bluffing so everyone else can get out safely and not worry about him.
How good of a bluff.
It is the type of bluff that when you look at someone sideways, like at a glance, you can believe it. But if you stare a little bit longer, it's obvious they're lying. And most people are not paying attention at the moment aside from you.
I mean, like, how realistically true is this a bluff?
Repeat that?
I know the wording's weird, but like is it because he, like, how I don't know how to explain this.
How badly hurt is he?
Yeah.
You don't need an insight check. What you thought would take only 5, maybe 6 hits, he's down to taking 2 more before he collapses from exhaustion. In the middle of a heated battle, that's a death sentence.
I guess I'll have to intervene. At least that's what I believe.
Do you summon your Keyblade?
Yes.
You go to summon it, and it does come to your hand, but it's not the one you summoned before. Not the immediate rush and run and get out of dodge. It is a normal one. The one that perhaps you had summoned once or twice before while on the trip here. But as you summon it, Alexios goes, "No! I've got this. Leave, okay?"
Yeah.
You can tell he's lying.
Yeah. By all bullshit, you bitch.
Sorry, fucking damn it. And he, literally, you know what? He actually just starts to laugh. Just don't worry. I always make it out of these things alive. And he kind of moves his arm and his fingers underneath what is trapping him. And there's a familiar glow, but not for him, it's not in his chest. It's in his hands and his arms and his shoulders. As he, with one swift motion, that is blindingly fast even for someone who knows the strength of your weapon. Blindingly fast. as one of its wings gets chopped off and Alexios drops to the ground with a shield and a sword in hand.
Okay, well now you're just showing off.
Like you don't. And just grinning. But he looks exhausted.
I'll lay on hands my fucking 15 points.
Come on. You know better than me how to wield this thing. By the way, this is fucking exhausting. Just with a big grin
I would
while this
assume
thing is reeling.
so. Considering what you did.
I don't know what you mean. As the beast, the draconic entity chitters and clicks like an insect again and tries to breathe kind of not an acidic breath, but sort of a smoky. It's kind of like you put gunpowder in the form of smoke. And just breathe that out, and there's a slight click of what sounds like a lighter inside the beast. And Alexios goes, "Oh no, that's not good. I don't think that's good."
Nope. I think we should move.
What if I didn't? Actually, I think I want to see what happens.
I mean, you can still see what happens while moving.
But
You can
then I would be able to
multitask.
report.
You can multitask.
Cayde. You can't kill me like this. I guess I deserve it for putting your friend in danger.
Well,
But he just goes, "No, I think I've got it." And steps around and kind of gets in the way of its face as it's breathing and goes, "Hey, idiot, focus on me." And just starts making a lot of noise. Which does seem to distract and confuse it for a moment.
how many people have evacuated?
Aside from the 3 main people that you've, focused on when you entered the room, everyone else has mainly gotten off the floor of the ballroom. Some have been staying, some haven't. And they're all rushing away. You do also notice that there are 3 guards that are charging up spells. One with a bow, one with a gun, and one with a shield like Alexios has.
What's my next move? Lux is distracting it.
Make an insight check for me. You're not quite sure in this heat of the moment, but you swear for a second you see strings. Like loose, thin gossamer strings connecting from neck to wing, wing to tail, and tail to legs, as if everything is being pulled like a puppet. It almost looks like spider webs. Don't worry, there's no spiders right now.
Can I go for this string?
Yeah, you certainly can. Make a dex check. I'll let you have that because it's no reason to let a natural 20 just die off like that. You reach out as it is starting to rear back, and you grab onto one of the strings, and for a second, all you see is a young woman, barely Alexios's age. And you're seeing through her eyes, and you can see yourself. You see you in this ballroom, staring down from atop a balcony. And then it's a mental connection of, oh, you're not supposed to be there. Get out of here. Shoo! And the string breaks.
Can I just move my head directly to the point? You know?
Yeah, you absolutely can because
jump
you
scare?
decided. Yeah, it is. It is this person right here who is just staring at you with wide eyes and pale skin, pale white hair, bright blue eyes. Even from this distance, you can make her out in a crowd because she's basically dressed in all white. White from head to toe and only neon electric blue eyes. And she's staring with wide eyes and giving you the look of don't.
I'm assuming I've never seen this person a day in my life.
Nope.
Cool. Do I want to expose this person?
It's up to you.
Yeah. Why don't I go on my own fool's mission and just run for it? Just beeline.
Are you taking off at double sprint?
Yeah.
So as you leave the scene, there's another chittering roar as those spells that we're charging get released and shoot into the beast that only crumples for about a couple of seconds. You can make another dash.
Could have to do some. How much is 60? Right here, right?
Yes. And you see that person up closer now. Same features, same hair, same everything, dressed head to toe in white. And is now trying in her haste to seemingly mess with something in her hands and stepping back.
Is that enough time for me to just move the rest of the way?
Yes.
Just be like, so what's going on here?
Just you weren't supposed to see me. How did you do that, by the way?
Honestly, pure luck.
Oh, of course it's luck that beats me. Listen, don't mention a word about me, but I'll stop this, okay?
So, are you going
Scout's
to
honor.
explain why?
I don't think you'll understand it at this point in time. Maybe later.
Maybe not, but I would still like to know.
She grins and you see shark teeth. Like rows and rows of shark teeth that shouldn't fit in a human mouth. And she says, well, I'll put it to you this way. There's more than just two sides to this story. You'd try and collect them all if I were you.
Yeah, it usually is. It's just it's more common to have the two.
Yeah, but everyone thinks this is a game of chess. It's more like 4D checkers. Everything's all fucked up. And she holds up her hands and snaps. And the beast in the middle of the ballroom just crumples like it was made out of paper and starts to dissolve.
I mean, at least it's not 5D. 5D chess, oof. Time gets in that one.
We're not at time yet, but your friend, Lance, they might get involved. But I have to go. Someone's looking for me, and I don't want them to find you, okay? Stay out of
Can I
trouble.
get one more thing? Just one more.
Oh, geez. Literally, you see her about to do like a dramatic exit, and just like, all right, what is it?
No, not for you. Can I get a name? Not even a real one. You could just fake it if you want.
She stares at you, tilts her head. Why? Why should I tell you anything? About me, at least.
Why not?
Are you going to pursue this? Or are you going to run?
I have I don't have that much information to go on.
Okay, well then here's 2 pieces of information. Call me V, and as far as you're concerned, I don't exist. And she disappears.
Well, I guess that happened. Time to return.
Everyone at this point has more or less gotten out of the way of everything. And this beast has just completely dissolved. And Alexios is laying on the ground staring at the ceiling.
Can you get up?
Yes. The same lie he told at the fucking
All right then.
tower.
Come on, we're doing this again. Take 2.
Yeah, take 2.
All right then. Time to pick him up again.
You just pick him up, and he's basically just a limp fucking noodle. He's 5'3", and he's made of fucking bull grapes.
You could describe him as a danger noodle.
No. You can't do this to me. But yes, you pick him up, and where do you take him?
I guess for short term to like one of these things.
One of the benches?
Yeah.
Alright.
Just bleh.
He just kind of does that thing where you finally find a soft place to lay down, and he's just like, I'm going to take a nap.
You
take a
do
nap.
that. Yeah, that's good. I think that's a good idea.
And Verona, for record's sake, you do realize that all of this happened in the span of 2 minutes. So even if she wanted to respond, it happened so fucking fast that she couldn't. And she's just staring at you with the look of, what in the world?
Honestly, I don't honestly know that much.
You raced away, you both rushed in and away from the scene of action, and to what end? Are you doing this again? I remember you in your childhood, you would do a bunch of really reckless things before you got a bodyguard that was more reckless than you. But why now? I'm curious.
I think right now the situation just calls for it.
Calls for being reckless enough to put your life in danger?
Calls for making sure this one doesn't die and everybody else.
Just that very weak wave of hi from Alexius. And she stares between the both of you and... How am I going to explain this to your father?
I'm sure you'll have a tough time, and I'm very sorry.
At least he knows you're alive. He'll be at least soothed by that much. You should stop by the castle at some point. Not this one, but yours.
Some other time. Definitely.
Go rest up, both of you. I have to get this cleaned up, and I need to talk to you come the morning time. And then she pauses and goes, right, it's only afternoon. Go get some rest. Take the day. You need
Yes.
it.
Sure.
She just giggles and goes, you are extremely tired.
Yes.
Do you pick him up again?
Of course I have to.
He's a limp noodle. He's a limp danger noodle. Of course you have to. And you leave. Just carrying this limp noodle of a best friend in your arms, and all he says is, that was fun. Exhausting, but fun.
Honestly, not the worst situation I felt.
What did you rush off to do, by the way?
Satisfying my curiosity. You know, the usual.
You're ending up more and more like me, you know that? And just grins at you.
We're definitely rubbing off on each other.
I'd say it's more of I'm rubbing off on you, but okay. And just...
You should definitely take that nap.
Yeah. You get some rest too, okay?
Plan on it.
And because you've been to Beast Castle a number of times before, you know where the better accommodations are. And you know you're allowed in as heir to the throne. So you post up there, and unless anybody wants a specific scene, we'll be ending here.
Mic on.
I just want
Show them
chaos.
being gay more.
No, shush. Cayde doesn't realize it.
Mic off.
Shush. Cayde doesn't realize it yet.
This is a treat for Cayde to figure out eventually.
Yes.
Yes, that is what's happening.
Cayde, do you realize what's happening?
Yes, I realize what's happening. Obviously,
Look
I'm
at you,
going
you
with
bitch.
it. I'm not going against it, people.
Cayde would tell me if he was uncomfortable with it.
I would. And I'm not uncomfortable with it.
I love paying attention to this shit, but at the same time, this felt so much like just... I swear to God, it felt like Arthur was just about to fucking mollywop that dragon for that shit, but No, he didn't. Cuffs. He uses brain power. I'll trust me. I'm
He's just
ready
been getting
for it.
information that he can be useful.
Oh, honey, you're useful. Sounds bad out of context.
I can't believe I nat 20
Please,
that
someone.
string.
It was wonderful.
Mic on.
As far as I
Also,
know,
I
there's
had a
not
s-
really anything specific I want to do unless we can do something cute with fucking TB and Sue. Add on to the gay.
Not currently. I have to set up the grid later.
Yeah.
But
Currently, I think TV and basically everybody have been affectionate and familial levels of gay enough.
Yeah, the only one is.
I will say, V is probably your best bet to find, because that was just one of those first introduction moments of you were supposed to see her, and that's why I allowed the thing that you were doing.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say, she does want to talk, but was in a crowded area.
That's fair.
Was our guess of she's a general correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Good. Quick thing. None of you realize how much of a fucking urge I had to fight the moment the horns were pointed out to me, not to have TV just go to the boxes, and with his fucking lore accurate strength, just lift them up and make direct eye contact with Val.
Yeah.
Maybe we don't freak out the boy.
He's a baby.
He is a baby.
Fully, I was just like, in my head going, I could make this hilarious by having him lift the boxes, put them down, leave, come back with Razz, and then lift the boxes again and have two people staring at it.
The fuck did you just send me, Kuri?
Don't worry about it.
God damn it, Kuri.
Brain rot happened while you were doing awesome shit, okay?
Horrifying. Actually, don't do that to me. I will abuse that.
First.
Do it.
The
You
only
have my permission.
The only thing I am disappointed about is that we did not get the accidental Tsubasa kidnapping again.
Yeah,
It would
please don't give
have
TV another heart
required
attack.
missing Helia.
What?
It would have required missing Helia. Like
Yeah.
Valkyr running from Tsubasa and missing Helia.
Yeah, which is why I didn't have Tsubasa go after Valkyr this time.
Look.
Can we have it happen
Cayde?
in the grid? I mean, what?
Yeah, what's up? What's up, Kuri?
BetterHelp.com, buddy. I will pay for your first session.
Don't need it. Not right now.
What the fuck is BetterHelp?
Online therapy.
So-
this is
so-
what this
so-
motherfucker just showed me in
Questionable.
private.
Questionable online therapy.
Very questionable online therapy. The session is done, yes?
Yeah.
Yes.